Hey guys, Donnie RightSide coming to you with a video on the NFL Draft. We are getting closer and closer to draft night. Round number 1 takes place on Thursday night. Now, you might be watching and saying, I'm enjoying my Major League Baseball. I'm enjoying my NHL playoffs and my NBA playoffs on top of that, but it's time to come down and win some money here on the NFL Draft. There's a lot of interesting markets that will certainly feature over the next couple days. The one today we're going to take a look at is a player position drafted by a certain team. We're going to focus on my squad here, the Philadelphia Eagles. Taking a look at some of these price points here. To draft a cornerback with their first player, plus 135. To draft an offensive lineman, that's a 2-to-1 price. Taking a look at a defensive lineman and or edge pass rusher, that's a 2-to-1 price also. Let's keep it right there because I think that's where the focus is going to be on the Philadelphia Eagles. A wide receiver, really don't need too much help on that. Safety, they drafted multiple safeties here, signed one in Chauncey Gardner-Johnson in the offseason. Tight end, could it be a Brock Bowers type player? The Eagles are pretty stacked at tight end, which includes Dallas Goedert and numerous free agents that they've brought in. But let's take a look at the cornerback position, which the Eagles would absolutely love, which is why that's the favorite. Cooper DeJean keeps popping up on a lot of people's radar, the cornerback out of Iowa. Injured in the offseason, should I say injured late in the season, didn't have much of an offseason, but the upside certainly is there. Another name that pops up and another injury here is Alabama's cornerback Kool-Aid McKinstry, who had the Jones fracture in his foot, finally getting healthy before draft time. Seems like a viable option there. You can never go wrong with taking a first-round cornerback if you feel they can live up to the hype, but I don't think that's where the Eagles are going. Let's take a look at defensive lineman / edge rusher. Chop Robinson keeps popping up, the player out of Penn State. The Eagles, you know they love their defensive ends. Lost one here by trade, which they sent Hassan Reddick for a third-round pick, which could turn into a second-round pick up to the New York Jets. Also, we know Josh Sweat's still on the football team, Brandon Graham's still on the football team, Nolan Smith, a first-round draft pick from last year, still on the football team as well. So would they love a pass rusher? Sure, but I don't think that's where they're going. Old, reliable. How do you win in football games? On the trenches, yes, on the defensive line, but more importantly on the offensive line. The Eagles, even with Jason Kelce retiring, still one of the best offensive lines in football, but you can never have too much depth. Injuries happen in the NFL. Great tackle they have on the left side here in Jordan Mailata. Right tackle, obviously that's Lane Johnson. But Lane Johnson's getting up there in years, and they always like to pick those players at swing tackle positions that could play either guard and or tackle. That makes the most sense for me. It's a boring pick. The fans never like it, but you love the depth when you see running the football with Saquon Barkley in the backfield and the tush push there up the middle with Jalen Hurts. I'm going to go with plus 200 that the Eagles, and that's not a sexy pick, are going to pick an offensive line in the 2024 draft with their first overall pick that they have. 2-to-1 price here. Can't beat that. The Eagles going with the offensive line. Let's see how it makes some sense. Let's see how it works out. We'll find out next Thursday night. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review, and as always, good luck on those wagers.